These are the world's strongest people. Their strength is next level. When he's not popping metal chains with his pecs, he's popping water bottles with just his breath alone. You always see people in the gym using equipment the wrong way, whether it's bad form, poor posture, or they just have no idea what they're doing. This guy's so strong, I bet no one ever says anything when they see him using gym equipment as additional weight. There's a very good reason they call Francis Ngannou one of the toughest UFC fighters out there. It looks like the other guy will pass out before Francis even feels a thing. Ever wondered why it takes so long for your plane to taxi to the gate after landing? It's not because the runway is busy, it's because Eddie Hall takes his time dragging planes using nothing but sheer strength. Here's one guy you don't want pointing the finger at you. His oversized thumb is a coconut crushing machine and has the strength to back it up.
Fatality.
Breaking baseball bats like this is something most of us would struggle to do just once, but this guy manages to break a whopping 65 in 60 seconds. When you keep beating all the arm wrestling opponents they bring in front of you, the next logical conclusion is to arm wrestle a pickup truck. Okay, so they might not have arms, but a winch tied to the front is good enough. It's not a real workout unless you punish the abs of your training buddy in between sets. If you're not punching his six-pack after push-ups or sit-ups, you can always get the same result with a watermelon. When all the free weights are being used at the gym, Bradley Martin looks for anything he can lift to get the job done. When you're that strong, I guess pain just isn't the same anymore.
Baba Booey.
In a true display of versatile strength, this strongman shows off his superhuman neck strength, followed by iron fists and steel shins. When JD breaks a solid wood bat over his own head, I'm genuinely not sure what's stronger, this man's bulging biceps or his thick skull. Coconuts are notoriously hard to crack. It's the reason why we have so many special tools to help. Abish P. Dominic prefers the old school method though, smashing them violently with a closed fist. Bench pressing with weights is so last year. Karate master Sarchev prefers to lift smaller members of his dojo. Many one-inch punch videos on the internet get scrutinized and called fake. This guy wanted to silence the critics. You literally have to slow it down to see the moment his fist punches the block in half. Every once in a while, even the bars need some well-needed rest. How much is he even lifting in the first place? When it comes to world records, you can compete in just about anything to leave your mark in the records book. This woman quite literally proves just that. But hey, it is impressive.
A little help, please.
Son of a biscuit eater.
No one person watching this can actually carry a horse like this guy. I don't care how strong you are. It shouldn't be possible. The world champion of competitive slapping doesn't always spend his time lining up the cheeks of his competitors. Sometimes he takes his frustration out on innocent watermelons. Whatever this guy's doing, you better not do it yourself. As much as it's impressive to watch, that can't be any good for his back. This is how the world's strongest man trains to bring all the groceries in one trip. Every guy's convinced he can break the record when they see this punching game. His swing's so powerful, it popped the top off the machine and left the display in error. Okay, so I get the how, but I need help with the why. If you've ever had a flat tire and there's no jack in the trunk, just give this guy a call. They don't call it Russian strength for nothing. While most of us are out here skipping leg day, this guy's taken the leg press to new levels. Racking all those plates again must take ages though. Most people will hit a punching bag and expect it to swing back at them. Not this guy. One kick from him and the bag goes flying into next week. This guy's figured out a way to hack gravity. There's just no other explanation for how he's able to leap into the air before breaking 3 wooden planks and landing safely. If you ever wondered what Mr. T's been up to after all these years, you can safely assume his time was well occupied. Peeling coconuts has never looked easier. When you're time poor, often it's a choice between working out and doing the daily chores. John Call found a way to save time by combining weightlifting and lawn mowing all at the same time. The strongest fighters in the world use their head first. That's why this Shaolin monk can withstand the force of a mallet without getting a concussion. What do you think happens to all the pumpkins left over after Halloween? You might be surprised to learn that they get delivered to Steve Chris, who crushes them by hand. Head to the exotic fruits section of your supermarket and you might find a durian. It won't faze this guy though. A single stroke from his iron hand and this spiky fruit splits in half. Holding yourself up horizontally from a vertical pole is one thing, but to have someone stand on you while you do it, that's a demonstration of superhuman strength. When this guy picks up a set of weights, you're never quite sure if he's going to deadlift or perform a triple backflip on the spot. His strength and explosive power means there's no obstacle he can't use to show off. When John T was a little boy, his parents told him he could be anything he wanted to if he worked hard enough. So he became an extreme bodybuilder with the goal of one day being able to rest water bottles on his pecs. This guy's hands are so strong there's almost nothing he can't smash through. He even set up a whole gauntlet of obstacles to test just how unbreakable his fists truly are. Andre Strong is a calisthenics enthusiast, spending most of his time training his core strength and upper body stability. This means he can pull off impressive feats like these with relative ease. Since the dawn of time, martial artists have been taking their frustrations out on innocent concrete blocks. But rather than punching through, Victor Blood prefers a devastating elbow drop. Most people struggle doing more than a handful of regular two-handed push-ups. This guy's able to do it all with just one finger. He earned a place in the Guinness World Records for his total of 41 in just 30 seconds. Turn this video on its side and it looks like he's passing a metal pole across his shoulders, but the truth is way more impressive. The upper body strength needed to climb the pole this way is absolutely insane. This guy's upper body strength is something you have to see for yourself. Balanced push-ups with his feet suspended off the ground is something I'm certain most people can't do. Well, how about hopping forward on his hands without losing his composure? Nailed it. If Tarzan ever came across a pair of jeans, I believe this is how he'd show them off. Climbing trees and flexing a horizontal chin-up, that's enough to make even Jane blush. This kid's going for height, and with a little help from his friends, he's able to leap more than 15 feet in the air to kick a target. There's literally nowhere you can hide from this guy's feet. With a little practice, almost anyone could punch a thin brick in half. But what if you only had an inch of room to do it in? This guy's able to snap not one, not two, but 4 bricks with a quick flick of the wrist. They say for a balanced workout, you should do a range of exercises that cover all the muscle groups. This guy's found the ultimate routine that covers everything from gymnastics to weightlifting. Watch as this guy destroys punching bags and the concrete walls behind them. Who needs a demolition crew when he's just as effective? No matter how many times I watch the Olympics, I'll never know why they call this the hammer throw when it's clearly a ball and chain. Strong, forceful kicks are a difficult skill to master at the best of times, but Samuel Eriksson can deliver them from either foot in rapid succession. It's always good to train with someone, like these two best buds who've decided to save on gym membership and use each other as training equipment. It looks difficult all around, but can't help but feel the guy up top has it worse. When you've got a physique as cut as Max's, you better believe all your workouts happen in public. Jokes aside, you've got to be impressed with the amount of muscle-ups he's able to do at once. In boxing, it's not just about how hard you can punch. Moving your face away from incoming fists is also very important as well. At first glance, it looks like this guy has beef with the entire planet, but he's not punching the ground out of hate for Mother Nature. He's performing a surprisingly difficult routine.